What is going on, fellas? And welcome back to the Journeyman with me, FoggyPlays, on FM22. We're in charge of Slovan Liberec for our third episode with them. We have successfully avoided relegation, which is fantastic. So we're going to be playing against Banak Ostrava in today's episode. And I'm going to show you how we got there from the relegation group thing. So if you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. So as you can see, fellas, it was fairly comfortable in the end. We've successfully survived with a couple of games left. The last one guaranteed it. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the goals that we scored to get here. So let's have a look and see from the first game. So the first game was against Bohemians, and as you can see, we won 6-0. We scored a goal from a corner, which was quite nice. It's not been something that's happened an awful lot. Sipek coming in and scoring from a cross from Borek, which was fantastic. We really did dominate Bohemians. Chori got on the end of a cross, which was fantastic. That was just after half time. Panak scored himself a penalty, which, as you might remember, was it the first or second match? He missed one, which was not great. Beautiful bit of build-up play. Had Chori scoring again, which went to VAR. And then I think this is the final goal. Isaac slots it in the back of the net. Bohemians were duly pushed aside. A 3.75 XG in that game. That was pretty good. So the second game of the relegation group was against already relegated Opava. As you can see, it ended 4-2. Borek scored the opener for us. We were quite comfortable in this game. Chori scores a beautifully floated cross. Panak steps up to take yet another penalty. 25 minutes in, we're already 3 up. Sipek with a beautiful little back heel. And Chori slots it past the keeper. 4-0 after 34 minutes. And then Opava kind of came back into the game. Zahojevic scoring their first consolation goal, and then late-ish into the game, Nagy, beautiful over-the-shoulder goal, scores their second. So, quite a comfortable victory. Had we not decided to take our foot off the gas in the second half, we probably would have done a lot better. But I'll take a 4-2. That's fine by me. So then the next game was against České Budějovice. As you can see, 1-0. We definitely deserved more out of this game. Our strikers weren't great. We were lacking a right side, so we played for a good portion of the game. We played two strikers offset. Before we brought on, I think it was Matusek, who played as the right winger for a little bit. He wasn't great, so that was a disappointment. Our first defeat as Slovan Liberec manager, but the best is yet to come. So the most recent game was against Brno, and we won 8-0. 8-0. Chori scored from a corner, then he went and did it again to make it 2-0. It was quite a comfortable game for us, I suppose you could say. Muller sends it across Chori. It was a weak header, but their goalkeeper just did not get his hands to it, and Chori puts a fourth in before half time. We were dominant. In the second half, Panak scored another penalty, so he's definitely figured out where the goal is from the penalty spot. And then a lovely bit of build-up play. Unfortunately for their defender, puts it past the goalkeeper, and I think that was 5. Salimi puts it in, and Chori with his 5th, that was fantastic. Panak sends the ball forward to Tischler, Kral, Sipek, slots it past the goalkeeper, 8-0. The game ended. That was delightful. We did make some... we made changes towards the end of the game. That just kind of slowed everything down, but 8-0. I think it's fair to say it was a pretty comfortable victory. I have changed the skin because I'm just trying different skins at the moment. Chori played a perfect 10, yet did not make it into Team of the Week because of this game. There was only 3 days between these two matches, so A lot of my players were quite tired. I think, unfortunately for Bruno, like I didn't rest anybody, but the players really came out and decided they were going to absolutely shit stomp Bruno, and I feel for them because I've been to Bruno. It's a lovely place. But we're going to be taking on Banak Ostrava in this one, and final game. We, like I said, nothing to play for. We are guaranteed second place. So we're just gonna play as we do. Panak picked up an injury in training, a fractured jaw, so he's going to miss this game, obviously, because fractured jaws quite painful. Especially if someone kicked him in the face. As you can see, the last 5 games, everyone who's played, bar Borek, have played above a 7. Drazic is back in for today's game, but we're starting with Holek in goal, Muller, Salimi, Maradovic and Madu as our back 4, Tischler and Kral in central midfield, Sipek, Isik and Drazic as our 3 behind Chori. Kral and Isik, in theory, should be the other way around, but I found that they are playing significantly better this way. So we're going to just leave them continue as they are, because why would you change something that's been working oh so very well? Go out and carry on exactly where you finished the last game. Pick up where you left off. Chori. Chori did come off for the final. It was like 10 minutes after he scored 5. I was like, I give the dude just a little bit of a break, because he deserves it. Banako is a team I would definitely expect us to struggle against, because they are the best team in this relegation group, and they've gone and scored their number 9 has only scored 5 for the season. Interesting. Yeah, so like I've never actually, because I only just changed the setup before this match. I actually have no idea what any of this is like. So I have, like I said, not used it before. So this is my first time. So it's both my teams. We've a Isaac almost puts it in from the corner. Can we second attempt? Can we score with this one? Oh, we tried it again. We have 3 different corner routines. And it looks like we just used the same one twice. I'm going to change this to Banik Ostrava stats. Yeah, that makes more sense to have, these two the same as each other, and then the other 2 the same as each other. Madu finds Drazic. Kral sends it all the way back to Meradovic, who I think he's the one that is leaving at the end of the season. But we have equalised. Sipek cutting in from the right side, putting the ball in the back of the net, and we are 1 apiece. Playing with the inside forwards, I do enjoy playing 2 inside forwards. I haven't really had teams so far that were actually capable of doing that, so it's quite nice to have 2 wide players that can actually do it. And if needs be, can always just swap them to play as wingers on the opposite side. It is a delightful situation to be in. Speaking of players struggling, Isaac isn't having the best of games in the attacking midfield position, so I might pull him back to play in midfield. Oh, Chori just heads over from the whipped cross. We need a league table up here, don't we? That is something we are missing. We've had 15 shots and only managed 1 goal. 4 on target to their 4 shots and 2 on target. We can't finish ahead of them, so it's not going to make that much of a difference, but I would like to, to do something. Chorley, very quiet game today, having, scored so many goals in the last match, to be sitting here just quietly going about his business, I guess. I'm going to play you as a shadow striker. I know he's not like Kral wouldn't be considered attribute-wise a good striker, but we're going to put him there. We're just going to pop him in, play him, see how he gets on. Give the lads a bit of an encouraging shout. 5,205 people showed up to this game, and only 300 of them were Banik Ostrava. What a goal by Chori. Kral with an absolute whirly of a cross. Absolute pinpoint perfection onto Chori's head. Madu to Isaac. Kral whips it across. It looked like he was taking a shot, but we'll say he was going for Chori's head. Went for goal, found a goal. Isaac wins the header. Tischler can't find Sipek. I was trying to figure out. I was looking at it. I was like, what side of the pitch are we on? Isaac finds Sipek this time, playing slightly deeper as the advanced playmaker. Madu whips it across. Chori. I actually haven't checked to see. Was it Seferovic, the Swiss striker, was the top league goal scorer before this game? I didn't check to see if he'd scored. Chori was one goal behind him. But in theory, he could actually be the league's top goal scorer, which, not something I would have expected when I arrived, because he wasn't very good. Or he hadn't been playing very well, I should say, when I arrived. Kral, even though he doesn't have the attributes to be a shadow striker, is doing shadow striker things. Which one of you has better passing? You are 12, 11, 14. You are 14, 13, 12. There you go. You can be the playmaker. And we are going to take off Merdovic, bring on Makula, but swap Muller to play as the central defender. Makula can play. Do we want to do it this way? Makula, you're 6 foot. Muller, you are 5'10". Okay, yeah, you can stay like that. Just coming up on the 69th minute, Salimi finds Muller, so our substitutions have not gone through yet. Tischler, big ball forward, finds Sipek. Sipek cuts it back, finds Chori, and one of their defenders, Karfbit, gets on the end of it to stop it. That wasn't a great corner. Just putting it out there, not a great corner. We do need to make a substitution now. Drazic, because it's the last game of the season, could play the rest of it, but we're just going to bring on Borek, because why not? Borek has been fantastic. Well, not fantastic. He's been pretty good recently. Yeah, we have the league table here. That's fine. Slavia Prague end up winning the title by 10 points. It was like a 2-point gap 3 games ago. That's madness. Madness, I tell you. Madness. This is very much a nothing game. Neither of us could swap positions. Oh my god, he's absolutely rattled the crossbar. But 5 minutes left, plus whatever they add on. They're not going to add too much on. We have just kind of done exactly what's expected. We've dominated the game. For a second there, I thought that was going to be a penalty, but it was not. Salimi, who was off to the World Cup with Iran? Yeah, off the World Cup with Iran. Oh, that was not very good. It's not been given. It's offside. Fantastic. I was going to say, our defence really didn't. Oh, you could park a bus in the gap there. That was madness. No wonder he scored 5 goals this year. Makula finds Sipek, back to Makula, our 34-year-old right back who is playing at centre back at the moment. Tischler. I'm going to have a chat with you about what I think we're going to need in the transfer window coming up. Tischler just puts it wide, because we're going to need a lot. We need a lot for next season. Corner doesn't quite come to anything. Bruno just had a player sent off, but 5 minutes ago. So Bruno's end to the season not looking great, losing again. But this time, just by the singular goal, just the odd goal. You know, we smashed them 8-0. Did I mention we won 8-0? I showed you the highlights, but we won 8-0. Chori, absolute bullet of a pass to Borek. Can he find the cross? Whips it over. Sipek can't get there, but we do win a throw. I imagine we're just going to casually saunter over. Muller does pick it up. Kral. Muller whips it across. Borek gets there. Madu. Tischler. Borek. Kral. Oh, just smashing it off anybody. Ball's cleared, and we have come out 3-1 victors. Fantastic, lads. Nice work. Good job. Everyone is happy. I am curious, has Chori won the Golden Boot for the Czech top division? I'm going to send my assistant. I also acquired assistant manager. Not very good, but we got one. We ended up with a positive 13 goal difference. That was somewhat unexpected with the season we had before I arrived. Chori does win by 1 goal. Haris Seferovic only manages the 34-year-old. Came from Wolves. Played for Wolves. What? Response to transfer talk. Hajek. A young striker whose contract is running out. He's not very good. That's fine. Chori only scores 2 today. The 31-year-old. I'll do that press conference in a minute. So, as the football manager of this club, if I was doing transfers, if it was me in charge, what we need, like we have a decent goalkeeper in the under-19s, so don't think we need to worry too much about a backup goalkeeper. If we lose Holek, we're screwed. We definitely need centre-backs because we only have 3. We have Muller, Mikula, or Muller and Mikula can play there. Medrovic is leaving. We're losing 2 of our central midfielders, so we definitely need midfielders because we only have Muller, Teschler, Kostadanov, Isik, and Kral. That is literally all our central midfielders. We definitely do wide players because as it is right now, we only have Drazik and Sipek. Sipek is wanted, so good chance he's going to leave. We have Borek, but other than them, we don't have anything. We are lacking in wide players, and up front, we really only have Chori. He's the only one that's actually capable of scoring goals. Hegel has potential. Novak has potential. Valenta, not really. So we're going to have to see because we're losing 3 of our players from our already small squad of 23. So we'll be down to 20 players by the time the transfer window rolls, or the start of the transfer window rolls around. So we definitely need a number of players. We're lacking pretty much everywhere. We definitely need a left back because we will only have 1 when the window opens. We definitely need a right back. I'm not pushed about goalkeepers. We don't have a huge amount of money, so that's always going to be an issue. So really, my director of football can't make that many boo-boos. Like, it's just a case of sign players. Like, he's a decent director of football. He's 69. Nice. So like, there's a good chance that he'll bring in someone decent. Hopefully he does, because we really need something. Like, we really need like at least one person in every position. It's like, if it was me doing it, I'd be looking to sign somebody everywhere. Just even as a backup, we could do like with a starting right back, because Mikula is like 700. Madu is absolutely ancient. He's 30 and he's wanted. So like, and his contract's running out. It's like we have a lot of players that we're gonna need potential backups for. So next episode, hopefully we'll have done quite a bit of business. We need to. Hopefully we'll have done something. And if we don't, then we're gonna have to look at changing tactics, because I don't think we'll have the players to run an entire season using this tactic. So if you did enjoy this video, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I might actually do a video, or in the transfer special I might update you on how the World Cup has gone, because looks like it's going to be a spicy World Cup this year. So if you have enjoyed, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and of course I will see you in the next one.